Hello to all my subscribers and returning viewers. Thank you. I absolutely appreciate you. If it's your first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and a thumbs up to like my videos. Today is story time. Yes, my darlings. As for today, every Wednesday, it's going to be our story time. I'm still going to give you your topic later, but for now, it's story time. This happened years ago. I can't remember exactly which year, but we were still in school, we were in high school, and I met my first boyfriend. Let's name him Michael. Mike. I met my first boyfriend, and this guy was popular. And if you still remember, when we in high school and a guy is popular, every girl wants to date him. So I didn't love this guy. I knew nothing about love anyway. But because this guy was popular, I wanted to date him also. So the fact that the guy came for me instead of other girls who wanted to date him made me feel special. I dated Michael. Michael was a charmer. Charmer. Every after school, he would walk me home. Every day. For 2 weeks, he was okay. It was okay. Everything was okay. He didn't pressure me to doing anything and all the sort. I'm sorry about that. He didn't pressure me to do anything. Michael, after 2 weeks, asked me to go with him to a party. Yetshware fela mone. Ka tsamaya le yena. Then we left. I agreed. I told my younger sister, I said, there's this guy at school. He's popular and I'm dating. This guy who I'm dating, he's popular. He wants me to accompany him to a party. And my sister said, no, it's okay. And my sister was more mature than me. She's younger than me, but she was more mature than me. And I said, how am I going to leave? Because mom will never agree to this. And she said, no, don't worry. When I take a bath, put on your clothes and your nightgown on top. And when the time comes when your boyfriend is supposed to come fetch you, leave your nightgown at the gate. I'll come fetch it. Night two, that was a plan. The plan went on and it was okay. We did just like that. When Mike comes, he whistled at the street. He whistled for me. I went out. I left my nightgown at the gate. My sister came and fetched it. We left for the party. We went to this other guy called Greg. He was also popular at school. They were popular. There were 12 of them. They were popular guys and every girl wanted to date them. I'm looking beautiful in my white skinny jean and my white crop top. I'm beautiful. Gidijele. Yes. We went to the party and we got in. They introduced us to other girls. This is Greg's girlfriend. This is Mpo's girlfriend. This is Mama's girlfriend. This is my girlfriend. And when the guy who was introducing us left, these other two girls said, oh, she's the new one. That's Mike's turn. And I'm like, Mike's turn for what? I asked them, Mike's turn for what? And the other one said, oh, you didn't know? Let me leave. And then she left. Then I asked this remaining one that, what were you talking about Mike's turn? I'm the new one. I don't know. It's Mike's turn to introduce his girlfriend to us. Because you are the new one. I said, okay, but it gave me an alarm, like something is not right here. And then I went to, the guys came back. They introduced themselves I'm Mike, I'm Greg, and one by one, and so and so. And when they were done, they said, can we go fetch the food? They were preparing, they were braaiing and everything. Can we go fetch the food for the girls? And then they left. When they left, I stood up to go to the bathroom. I asked this other lady who was sitting next to me and said, can you direct me to the bathroom? And she did. I went to the bathroom. When I come out from the bathroom, the guys were standing by the gate. It's far from the bathroom, but by the gate, and they could see me. I could see them. And when I look at them, the other guys were like peeking to see the person they were talking about, and I could see that they are talking about me. But at the back of my mind, I thought maybe he's telling them that that's my girlfriend. And it was like, and it's something like I just let it go. I went back to the room and I said, the other girl said, oh, are you Precious? And I said, yes, that's my other name, my school name. I said, yes. Oh, it's your turn today. And then stood up and left. And I'm like, hello, who can help me? No one could help me. In a while, this other girl comes back. When this other guy, it's a guy, come back, and I've never seen this guy before. It was the first time I see this guy. So he stood by the door and said, Precious. And I said, hey, yes. And he said, please come here. I went out by the door and stood next to this guy. And he said, I'm going to give you an escape. And I'm like, escape for what? He said, I will explain to you after. Just go back, sit down, gather your things. And when I come back, by the time you guys eat, ask to go to the bathroom. And I'll be out here waiting for you. And I said, okay. And when I went back to sit, I'm like, something comes back to me like, something is not right. Something is really not right. There are red flags, there are alarms along all these talks. These ladies are talking about something that I don't understand. This guy is giving me an escape. An escape for what? Because I didn't know what was going on, but somehow I trusted this guy. Somehow something came that said, trust this guy. And I trusted this guy. Remember, he's a stranger, but I trusted him. I trusted this guy. And I was like, then we said, I can't even hold myself. I'm shaking. I'm starting to shake. I know my knees are shaking, and I'm like, I can't hold myself. I don't know what's going on. The fear is starting to come in, and oh, guys. And then the guys comes back with the food. They gave us the plates, and we start eating. Before I start eating, and say like, my stomach is not feeling fine. I can't eat. Remember, I can't eat. I'm shaking. I'm traumatized. I said to Mike, my stomach doesn't feel right. Let me go to the bathroom. I'll come back and eat. Please got my food. And he said, okay, sharp. Then I went out. I was just holding a small anyana bag. There was no need for me to leave it or whatever, because it was like, I put it on crossed like that. So I went out. When I will go out, this guy was standing by the passage. It was a passage. He was standing by the passage. That guy that guy was so strong. He just picked me and threw me across the palisade. The palisade was still like palisade, and they had these roses, like, and the roses were like, yo. He threw me by that other side of the palisade. The time I landed on top of a brick with my knee. That might do. The way I was so scared, the way I was so shaking, I couldn't feel the pain. And the guy jumped also. He held my wrist and said, run. And we ran. And we ran. And we ran. We ran like, I've never run like that before. We ran and we ran. And my dear, that time, it's late. It's about 10:30. 10 o'clock, 10:30, somewhere like that. Because by the time they brought the food, it was about 11:45, 10:45. We ran, and we ended up at the other side of our town. Like we were not exactly our town, but the other side of Mamelodi. I live in Mamelodi, and Mamelodi has east and west. I stay in east, so we were running to west. By the time there was a field there, if you know Mamelodi. Mamelodi is in Pretoria. There was a field, and at that field there was mealie meals. So we ran inside those mealie meals, and he was hiding me and holding my mouth so that I don't breathe like heavily. Everyone will hear me. And those guys were coming. My dude, they were coming because they got how they got aware that I was not in the bathroom. I ran away. Somebody is escaping me. How, I don't know, but they were running after us. They were running after us. If I stop and say, let's stop, I'm tired, he would say, no, they are coming, and we'll run. We got to that field, and he covered me like something like, and hold my mouth. The guys were like running around us. And when they went back to check and said, the other one said, no, but they couldn't have made it here this far. I think we left them behind. Let's go back to check on them again at the back. They wouldn't have been. That girl is not this fast to get here this fast. Because they were athletes at school, and they could run. Believe you me, they could run. So they believed that I wouldn't run that fast. They went back. When they went back, we're moving now. He's still holding my wrist. We're moving, we're running again towards the west side. We're running again. We ran. My dude, that day, not even a single thing that happened that day. We ran, and then we saw some 4 guys coming our side. Then he said, let's go into this house. That is just a random house. It didn't have a gate. So we went to that house. We hid Nyana a little to wait for those guys to pass. And he said, I'm not sure what they were going to do to us, but I just wanted I just wanted us to be safe. Then we hide. When those guys passed, we came out and we started running again. We started running again, and we went to, I've never been to that west side. It's still west, but it's the other side of the river. And we went to this yard. It's a big yard with lots of tenants. We went there, and he knocked at the door and said to this lady, it's a little bit old lady. It's not old, but little bit old. And he said, Aunt, this is my friend, Precious. Can you keep her here for me? I will come pick her tomorrow morning. And the aunt said, okay, where are you going? And the guy said, I'm coming back. I'm going to secure something. I'm coming back. I'll come back tomorrow morning to fetch her. Please give her a place to sleep. The aunt said, okay. And then he left. Remember, he didn't even tell me what was going on, because we were busy running. We couldn't even have the strength to talk. And then I asked the aunt, who is that guy? And he said, that's Anton. And he told me the right name. That's me. I'm telling that me to the aunt. He's telling me the right name. And I said to the aunt asked me, where were you? And I said, Neriloko partying with my boyfriend. And Anthony came and said he's giving me an escape. I didn't understand what was the escape about, and I couldn't ask Anthony because we were running and we couldn't have time to, we didn't find time to speak about this, to talk about this and everything. The aunt said, oh, Anthony's friends date girls. She started explaining the story to me. Anthony's friend date girls and they lure them to parties. And every week, a guy brings a girl with him as his girlfriend. And all these guys sleep with this girlfriend in a queue. They queue to sleep with this girlfriend. All 12 of them, they were going to sleep with you. And I started shaking. I started crying. And I'm like, then why did Anthony save me? And that old lady said, I don't know. He's probably he probably likes you. And I said, don't worry yourself. You are safe here. They won't know you are here. They don't know this place. Don't worry. Just go to sleep. He gave me blankets and I slept on the floor. I couldn't sleep the whole night. And I'm worried. Remember, I didn't tell my mom where I was. And I was supposed to come back. My sister is guarding her phone for me to call and tell her that I'm coming. She must open for me. Now my sister can't sleep at home because she's guarding the phone. My mother doesn't know that I'm not home. She thinks that I'm already in bed. I'm not home and it's midnight now. It's going to morning. I can't go home. It's late at night. I don't even know where I am. I can't call my mom. I can't call my dad. My dear, hey, kids do strange things. Teenagers do strange things. My dear, I couldn't sleep till morning. Come morning, that old lady wakes up and said, Anthony will come and fetch you. I'm going to work. It's around 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to work. But if he doesn't come, here's the money for transport. He gave me around 20 rand. And that time, I think transport was 5 rand. He gave me 20 rand. I stood up. I took a bath. I just washed my face. I washed my face and my mouth. And I was waiting for Anthony. I'm scared to go home. I don't know if I go home, I will meet this guy along the way or whatever. I leave. Anthony is nowhere to be found. Anthony is not coming. Anthony is not calling. There's nothing. And then I left the house. I don't know if I lock the house. Where am I going to leave the keys? Then I didn't lock the house. I just closed it and left home. So I was saved by a stranger. A guy whom I've never seen before and I've never seen ever since. And when someone tells you that they were saved by God, God was holding their hands through through passing and everything, believe them. I was saved by God. Because the guy, I don't know. I've never seen the guy. And the guy the next day never came back. And I've never seen the guy till today. I've never seen the guy. I've never met the guy in my life. I even took time with my friends and went to that area and walked so that I can see that guy and probably say thank you. We've never met that guy. No one knows anything about that guy. The yard that we went to, that he took me to his aunt, didn't exist. It didn't exist. The yard is not there. Those houses with tenants, no one is there. There's no such thing as tenants' yard there. I couldn't even find a place. I couldn't find anything that could lead me to that guy. See, even today. My dear, if you are a parent, if you are a mother, make sure that you know where your kids are. that day I was going to be raped by 12 guys that I trusted and thought they were my boyfriend's friend. I was going to be raped by 12 guys. And my mother didn't even know where I was. Like, make sure that your girl child knows that if you say no, it's no. You don't go there. And if they have this feeling that says don't trust this friend, they mustn't trust them. Because the wrong things happen to us because we try to make sure that whatever we feel doesn't happen. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I really respect our feelings. I really respect the way the red flags and the alerts. I really respect it enough to walk away from something that alerts you or the red flags. We always ignore things that gives us alarms and red alarms and everything. But if you are a parent, the reason I'm telling this is make sure that your kids knows that if you say they mustn't go anywhere, they mustn't go. If a friend gives them wrong feelings, they must stay away. So that's it with my stories today. I was saved from being raped by 12 guys. By God, by a stranger. How? I don't know. But that's my story for today. I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you. I'll see you on our next story. Thank you. Bye.